I am frequently asked how I ended up transitioning from a birth doula to a chaplain on the neonatal intensive care unit, NICU. As a doula, I have come to serve as an advocate, a guide, and a caretaker for families in various states of emotional dishevelment, most of which end in one of the happiest moments of people's lives. However, nothing in life is guaranteed. I have also served mothers who unexpectedly lost their children during labor. The experience of witnessing 9 months of apprehension, preparation, and joy dissolve into unmitigated despair in a matter of moments pulled on something profound and unconditional in me. It inspired me to take a deeper look at the connection between birth and death, joy and grief. I remember my first day on the NICU like it was yesterday. I walked the floors filled with so much self-doubt and fear, afraid to make a practice of people's lives and to perhaps cause irreparable harm that they would spend years, maybe even a lifetime, trying to undo. I held the current census in my hand to see who had been on the unit the longest, in order to determine who would need a visit soon. Then I stopped by the nurses' station to get their assessment of high-risk patients. When I introduced myself as the new chaplain assigned to the unit, the nurses huddled around me to fill me in on the patients who were in the highest need. As I left to follow up on the new leads, one nurse pulled me aside apprehensively to share with me a secret about one of these patients that she neither wanted nor knew how to keep inside. There was an African-American family down the hall who had just given birth to an infant expected to die within a day. The mother had known for many months that the child would not live long after he was born, but she had kept this a secret from the child's father in order to spare him further pain. The medical team and the mother's sister had also been aware of the child's viability for months, and now the nurses were finding it difficult to reach the child's father, because the fact that they had been withholding information from him made it difficult to support him. When I walked into the room, the mother was sitting in a chair holding the baby, who was connected to all sorts of machines to keep him alive. She didn't look up at me. She just kept staring at her child, holding his hand, knowing that each second they spent together might be their last. When I reached into the corner to the hand sanitizer dispenser, I immediately looked to see another woman, the mother's sister, sitting by the door. She stood up immediately to face me, blocking my access. I looked across the room and saw the child's father sitting in the back, teary-eyed. He smiled weakly at me. He was isolated physically and spiritually in his grief, as he, from a distance, watched his wife hold their child for the last time. I was so overwhelmed by all that I was experiencing and perceiving that I had forgotten to greet anyone as I entered. The mother's sister stood in front of me, waiting, as I stumbled to form words. "I'm Breeshia, just a chaplain stopping by to introduce myself and see—" I wasn't able to finish my sentence before the sister cut me off. "We don't need you, thanks." It was clear that she was simply trying to protect her sister's time with her child, but I wanted neither her defensiveness nor my fear to get in the way of this family getting something that they needed.